영상이 시작되기 전에 먼저 등장할 5개의 문장을 보여드릴게요. 빈칸에 들어갈 표현을 유추해보세요. 단어 하나하나를 직역하지 않고 전체 의미에 맞게 의역하고자 노력합니다. 그게 바로 영어식 사고의 출발이에요. 그럼 시작해볼까요?
If the answer isn't clear, that's a red flag. Probably best to be cautious. Complex white papers full of jargon. They could dump on the market later. That's the classic rug pull.
Welcome, everyone, to Magic of Listening. This is the channel really designed for you if you're interested in business and economics and want to study some complex ideas, well, while also practicing your English listening.
A great combo.
Exactly. And today, we're wading into, let's face it, the crypto jungle. It's just overwhelming, right? Thousands of coins. They all claim they're changing the world.
It's a lot of noise.
It is. So our mission today is simple. Give you a kind of economic shortcut, a 5-point guide to help you figure out which projects might actually stick around and which are, well, just noise.
And having that kind of systematic approach is so important. Speculation is one thing, but fundamentals, that's different. If you want to avoid just, gambling, you have to start somewhere solid.
So where do we start? What's point one?
Point one is the core mission. You have to ask, what economic problem does this coin actually solve?
Right, because that's the big difference from stocks, isn't it? Stocks grow with profits, but coins, they need a reason to exist.
Precisely. Coins grow when they solve a real problem. So if you ask, why does this need to be a coin, and the answer isn't clear, that's a red flag.
Okay. Can you give some examples of coins that clearly solve a problem?
Sure. Think about the big ones. Bitcoin, it solved storing value without needing a bank. Ethereum let people build apps that nobody could shut down or control.
Decentralized apps.
Exactly. Or look at Ripple, XRP, helping banks send money across borders faster, cheaper. Chainlink connects blockchains to real-world data, feed stock prices, weather, that sort of thing.
Got it. So if there's no clear why, probably best to be cautious.
Very cautious. If you can't define its purpose, it might just be looking for one after the fact.
Okay, that makes sense. So assuming it has a good mission, what's next? Point two.
Point two, technology.
Yeah.
The underlying tech needs to be strong and, importantly, useful. It's easy to get lost in complex white papers full of jargon.
Yeah, they can be impossible to understand sometimes.
Right, so look for real-world usage. Is it actually working now? Take Solana, for instance. It supports really fast payments, and you can see active DeFi platforms and NFT markets running on it. That's tangible proof.
And how do you check if the tech is still alive, being developed?
Good question. You check developer activity. Are they still building? Look at platforms like GitHub. It's like a public logbook for code updates. A healthy project is always evolving, no activity for months. That's worrying.
Okay, solid tech, active development. What's criterion 3?
Criterion 3 is tokenomics. Think of it as the project's internal money system. It's blood flow, if you will.
Tokenomics sounds complicated. Why is this so critical?
Because bad tokenomics can kill even a great project. It dictates supply, demand, and value. You really need to check 3 key things here.
Yeah, hey, what are they?
First, max supply. Is there a limited amount, like Bitcoin's 21 million, that creates scarcity? Or is it infinite, like Dogecoin, meaning they could just keep creating more?
Which could dilute the value, right?
Exactly. Second, distribution. Who holds the coins? Is it mostly the team and early investors? If, say, 80% is held by insiders, there's a huge risk they could dump on the market later.
Right, manipulation risk. And the third thing?
Utility. What is the coin actually used for within its own system? Paying network fees, voting on changes, securing the network. If its only use is trading on exchanges, well, its price is purely based on speculation. hype,
And hype doesn't last forever.
rarely. Which leads us nicely into number 4, trust. Specifically, the people behind the project.
The anonymous founder issue.
Huge issue. Anonymous teams are a massive risk. You want real, identifiable developers who are accountable. If they're hiding, they can just disappear with the funds. That's the classic rug pull.
And it's not just the core team, right? What about the wider community?
Absolutely. Check the community vibe. Look at Twitter, Discord, Telegram. Is there an active, engaged group of supporters that shows ongoing belief in the project? It's like a decentralized vote of confidence.
Okay, so we have mission, tech, tokenomics, trust. What's the final piece? Point 5.
Point 5 is long-term value. This pulls everything together. Coins ultimately gain value through sustained use and trust over time.
So the big question you need to ask yourself is,
Will people still need and use this coin 3 years from now? Think about Bitcoin becoming digital gold or Ethereum as the foundation for so much in DeFi and NFTs. That kind of staying power.
contrast that with, say, most meme coins.
Exactly. Many just vanish after the initial hype dies down. Lasting value comes from solving a real problem reliably with trustworthy tech and people.
Okay, let's quickly recap the 5 points then. 1, does it solve a real problem? 2, is the technology strong and actively developed?
3, are the tokenomics sensible supply distribution utility? 4, is the team trustworthy and is the community active?
And 5, does it have a plausible path to long-term value and usage?
That's your framework. Use that and you'll cut through a lot of the noise out there.
Perfect. A clear shortcut.
Yeah.
Before we wrap up, any final thought for our listeners?
Yeah, just one thing to maybe mull over. When you're looking at a project, ask yourself, does the problem they claim to solve actually need decentralization? Or could it just be done by a regular company with a database?
Interesting distinction.
If the answer is just a regular database, well, then maybe the whole blockchain aspect isn't really necessary, and you might be looking at something built on hype rather than real need, something to think about.
Very provocative thought to end on. Thanks for that insight. And thank you all for joining us on Magic of Listening. We hope this helps you navigate the complex world of economics and crypto a bit more easily while tuning up your English skills. See you next time.
영어와 시사경제 두 마리 토끼를 한 번에 잡는 알찬 시간 되셨다면 구독과 좋아요를 꾹 눌러주세요. 감사합니다.